Hello everyone and welcome back to my single player Let's Play series episode, and check, should have, 13, episode 13 of my single player Let's Play series. So did a little work off, so it's been actually a while, which it normally is a while between episodes, but I actually lost power for a little bit because of a storm that came through, so getting all set back up, here we are. So, but I do remember that last episode I had said at the end that I was going to look at this tree farm thing to try and get it working, because I thought I had figured out why it wasn't working, and I did. Problem now is that I'm not generating enough power to run this, so like it's really slow. But you can see I have 14 stacks of wood, and this is full wood and charcoal, and this is full of charcoal, and it's pumping them into here. These being full is not the problem. This is running at a good speed. These just only output 80 RF a tick, and this needs like apparently hella more than that. This one's full, but this one's not doing a lot of work. It's just replanting saplings. So, so the way I fixed this is kind of what I thought. So basically what I was doing is I had the spatial chamber set up around this. The problem with that is the spatial chamber, I think I have a grasp. The spatial chamber constantly is checking, oh, and I was using a tape measure to like rebuild that over here. The spatial chamber constantly checks this environment, which means when a tree grew inside of the environment I was doing, or if it chopped down a tree, then there was no more sapling here, which meant that this scanned it, noticed that there wasn't one, so it wasn't going to plant one, which is why it just kind of quit working, is it was constantly changing. So I set up this over here. I put a roof on it so that the trees couldn't grow, so these will remain saplings forever. They'll never grow up. And then I put the spatial chamber here, counting the ground and the saplings and the torches. So now if I walk through there and accidentally break a torch, or like a tree accidentally breaks a torch or whatever, once the tree's gone, it'll put the torch back, which is nice. It'll also chop the sapling, or chop the grown trees down. So all in all, it appears to be working. It's just a power problem right now. There's a couple ways I could solve that. I could put more generators down and like do that, or I can run power from the main base over here and try and do it that way, or I could give this thing its own dedicated thing. But I kind of want to run it on the wood that it's, or like the charcoal / red coal that it's using or making, I mean, because like that's kind of the point of this system. It just drains a lot of power. I really expected, I guess I thought this made more power, but maybe I should use a different generator. I'm trying to think what other generators there are. So there's this coal generator. I'm using this one, and then there's the coal generator from, or furnace generator from Extra Utilities, which I could use this and overclock it, I guess, and it would just, that would probably work. So let's make a couple of those. I was working on overclockers for the production of red coal, just because I wanted to have some. So I made another resonator. It's in here, 16 upgrade bases. Upgrades, I don't know if I've shown this, if I've used upgrades yet, but they're actually not too difficult to make. You make upgrade bases, which are just weighted pressure plates, which, or I'm sorry, light weighted pressure plates, which is gold. Put them in the resonator. 16 grid power gets you an upgrade base. Then you need blocks of redstone. I'm just gonna make 16 because I can. That's how many bases I made. And the piece of gold gets you speed upgrades. There's also like stack upgrades. I can't remember if I've made any of these in this series. I know I have in me and Ryan's play. So We're gonna put that in here. Produce faster. Oh, whoops. Okay. See, the problem is it costs more GP to do it that way. So like this produces a lot faster. Now it requires 80 GP apiece. So we may actually need more water wells. Water mills. Water wells. Whatever. But that is not my intention. Well, I want to get that furnace. Well, maybe I'll do the furnace generator between episodes or between camera cuts or whatever, and show you guys how it goes. This episode, though, I want to work on automating my ore processing. Because you can see I got quite a backlog here, and I have been running this, and I got quite a backlog in here. So I don't know why there's cobblestone in there. Actually, that's probably the cobblestone for my inventory. So I have been doing processes. You know, I don't need dark steel balls in there anymore. I've been using dark steel balls for gold because despite the quarry being running, I'm not getting a lot of gold. A lot of everything else except gold and diamonds I'm really hurting for. I only got 16 diamonds. These are the 2 diamond ores that I mined with the silky so that I could make the laser miner at some point. Which I may look into doing soon-ish, just because like I like the quarry. It's running good. Still going. But you can see it's getting pretty far. Well, I mean, it's still only on the first row, to be completely honest, but, you know, it's trying. So I like the quarry. It's running good. The only problem is I'm not getting diamonds, and I don't know if that's because I'm in a desert. I thought diamonds spawned kind of similarly. This just didn't matter, but it appears to me like I am not getting diamonds as well as I would like to be. So we'll see. Maybe I'll look into getting that laser miner. I remember having some resource trouble, and that's why I haven't done it yet. X-Spike, there we go. But I want to work on auto processing. Now, if I'm not mistaken, which I set up the schedules, so I'm hoping I'm not mistaken. My episode of the server play, I think it's episode 11 of this. No, it's episode 10 of me and Ryan's server play, where Ryan was not there. I did a similar thing, as I plan on doing here. As I said in that one, I said I was going to copy this between the 2 series, even though I'm trying to kind of keep the 2 things separated, the 2 series separated. The reason I am doing it this way is because I believe, and I didn't check the numbers, but I think resonated pulverizers with max auxiliary sieves gives you a guaranteed 4 times, or at least a guaranteed 3 times, because I think they give you 25% apiece, so 4 of them would give you 100% chance of a secondary output, which doesn't actually mean I'm doubling the product I'm mining, but like it means that so you can use this and you'll get triple if you wanted to do that way. But that means like for ores, if I'm looking at this, if I'm thinking about this correctly, which I think I am. So like increases by, I don't think it increases by 25%. Again, I'd have to look up exactly how it works, but there is another way, like, so if you use the tectonic inhibitor, okay, like, and you do your ores, which I think only can do ores if you do that, which is fine. But like you put whatever. Iridium. Just trying to find a vanilla ore. because it's easier. Iron. You get 3 iron dust, so that is tripling, but you require some of this tectonic petrothium. Yeah, because I can speak English. Which requires this, which requires basal rods, and you can obsidian and 2 redstone gets you that, which then you use to make this, and that makes those. So, but then if you use the furnace too, you can also this, I think. Yeah, is it that one or this one? No, that one lets you make creosote with it, which is cool, but not our goal. I think it's this one. Can it no longer do dust, though? Maybe you can't increase the doubling of that. Flex anodes. Flex anodes can only ores can be processed. Additional energy is required. So this can make it so you can basically skip the pulverizing step, which I guess would kind of be nice. That and 3 speed upgrades, that would probably be a lot better than the back and forth that I'm planning on doing. So maybe I could do that. It'll be easier. Now I have to re-question this, which probably means I have to go change what I'm doing in the server. I'm going to go with that furnace with the pyro. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Not the pyro. Yeah, flux anodes. Requires some pyrothium dust, but that's not too hard. So if I get like 4 furnaces and make 4 of those, so what I didn't do in the server play is kind of like, I didn't show the process of doing this, because what I want is the kits. Okay, kit. Are they kits or kits? Kit. Alright, I want a resonating conversion kit. Okay, which requires all the previous tiers. So we're going to teach the system how to do this. Okay, so to make this, we need the resonant upgrade kit, because this is a conversion kit. So conversion kit lets you jump straight to this. It's kind of like these kind of work the same way as the iron chest things. So with iron chests, you have a chest, right? And then if you don't want to pick it up and craft it, you have to do, you know, basic chest to silver, or whatever. Where is it? Basic chest to iron chest, and then you can do, you know, iron to gold, and then gold to diamond. So it kind of works the same way with the kits. You have your basic machine that you build straight up, and then you go from basic machine to hardened machine to reinforced machine, reinforced to signalum, signalum to inderium, well, resident, whatever. This lets you, like, if you right-click on with a resonant conversion kit, it jumps straight from basic to resonant. You don't have to, like, do all the previous conversions. It just saves you a little bit of time, and it's easier to request from the system. So we'll start with the top tier. We need 4 inderium, lumar. Actually, we should probably start with the basic tier, because I'm pretty sure I can do almost all of this already. So this requires invar, bronze gear, and 2 redstone. Now, pretty sure we don't know how to make like any of that. So I have 8 invar, but I can't make it, so we'll have to teach that. Bronze. I have a ton of bronze apparently. I don't know why, but I do. I don't know why I have a ton of bronze. That's weird. Recipe for bronze is really easy. Bronze gear. Oops. Teach that. So now we know how to make bronze. We know how to make bronze gears. We know how to make the kit. But we don't have invar. So in order to make invar, we need... we will need one of these. Now I have one of these. Where are they? There it is. Induction smelter. It might require a little more invar. Let's craft this. I don't have any of the things I need. It's the way it works when you have to craft things. Now, and I might have crafted more invar. That's not invar. Nope, I guess not. There we go. So now we're crafting more. And apparently I have a lot of quite clear glass. Oh, I remember why I was crafting quite clear glass. It was for that room over there. As I said, it's been a little while. So, I've decided I want to do this with the thermal expansion machine instead of the alloy smelter, because I can upgrade the... I just figured if I'm just going to make the whole process with thermal expansion. I forgot what I was making. There it is. Come on, didn't I make one of those? No, I made the tin gear. There we go. And induction smelter, one of those. And boom. So now we have an induction smelter. So I want to put like all of this in this room, because that's kind of what I have it for. So I figured I'll put it here, and this can be like my straight up auto crafting stuff, like here. This back area is gonna be for like my auto processing. Okay, so I can put the furnaces back here that are processing the ores, and if I need like, and I can always like move these like more machines back here for crafting if I decide I want to do that. This is a big room, you know, so it's good, you know. So now that I have that, I'm gonna need crafters. Now I happen to have made some crafters, not carrots. Crafters. Yep. So I have some crafters. For this, I don't need a chest for this one, I don't think. But I do need a, what's it called? Interface, I think. Yeah. Interface from refined storage. Not the interface from IC2. Or AE2. I'm sorry. IC2. Yeah. We'll get into IC2 too. Importer and exporter. Do I know how to make that? Importer, yeah. Exporter, yep. I have no patterns in there now. Can I get more patterns? Which for the cosmic data, perfect. So, patterns. I want you to know, well, I really want you to know how to make this too, but crafting. Yeah, I was thinking, I went to make one of these earlier and didn't have one. I didn't have the ability to craft them, so it'll be good to teach it that too. But, back on topic, I need to craft, where is it? Oh, probably because it went to pattern. Interface. As you can see, refined storage can also do fluids, so that's kind of nice. It's nighttime, so we gotta be quick and careful. And grid. Crafting code. So now we should be able to craft. Well, one, I can craft crafting patterns or crafting grid. So let's get one of those. Oh no, because I didn't teach you how to do grids. Interface. I'm just going to grab 3 of those, just because I'm going to need a couple of them. It'll be helpful to have. I want... Oh man. I'm low on diamonds, so, like, that's why I don't have more crafters. See, and that's part of the problem. I mean, I got a couple more because I have 16 still, even after requesting that craft. So, the reason I wanted a grid earlier is because I wanted one downstairs. I went to do something and needed some. And I had to come all the way back up, and I was like, I could just put a grid down here, and then I was like, nope, and I'm not going to the work to craft it right now. Interface. Okay. Oh, are you still working on it? No. I requested some, right? I thought I did. Start. onto it. Yeah. Okay. There it is. So. Scrap the grid. Interface. Can I not request it? Man, I keep forgetting to request stuff that I could have swore I just requested. Rafters. Let's get 2 of those. I have these sped up all the way, so, but they're still slow. So let's set up. Oh, let's go downstairs. I want to put this down real quick. We'll just slap it right there for now, just so I have access while I'm down there, if / when I'm down there. So probably want to put that there. The way I want this to work: input, output, and then I need a crafter. And I'm also going to have to run power over here. Luckily I can. So, crafters. Then you can rotate this with a wrench so that this little section here is facing down. So, or it's facing the direction you want to put into. So in this case I want to put it into this machine. Okay. So the only thing is, I think I really want to put this into a chest first, and then pipe into it, because I think I want like one side and one side, and this might still cause a problem later. I believe in an update it adds a way to block what goes into it, but in the current version I have, it does not. I don't think it's released yet. So, and Apply to Logistics has blocking mode already, but I don't have the stuff for Apply to Logistics yet, so we're not there yet. Because I already have filters, I'm just going to use item ducts. Item ducts. Doing a whole thermal expansion build here. And then I just want to filter the inputs. And I need a servo to basically say I'm gonna have to teach this how to make servers. Apparently I didn't do that. I'm forgetting what is taught to the system and what is not, because I'm playing both series. So like the AE or the refined storage system in the server play knows how to make like all this stuff from the ground up, and that is not the case here. So, and that's just because I've gone different paths. So, and I just want to empty blacklist, ignore, and then I can still access this. So now I need to hook this to power, so let's go down, well, let's grab some conduits. This will have to be finished in the next episode, because I know I'm getting close. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting close. So, pretty sure it's right here. No, right there. So this needs power. Okay. And I didn't bring cables from refined storage, because I didn't think about it. I could put another one of those grids on that center floor, but that just seems excessive considering I have one on up and down, so like it's just not even worth the time really. So we need to connect both these with cables. And then going to come down and around. Oh, I just realized I don't have this hooked to the system yet. I will hook that to the system. It's just not there yet. Let's see. There, we can plug in right here. No, don't do that. Whatever. Doesn't look nice, I would prefer it not to connect there, but I can't block it. So now the system can see that, and we're going to go ahead and teach it in here. Invar is, well, actually probably can just tell that. I really like the ability to shift click the recipes even into this. And you could technically do this way. Like if you just pulverize it and mix it together and then you can smelt it. But I like just smelting it and not worrying about it. You can do this in there, right? Watch you not be able to do it in that, and I'm just stupid. I think you can, though. Got to test it, though. And then, if it doesn't work, well, we'll use the Invar, or not the Invar, but I will use the induction smelter for something else. This is what I wanted to use it for. Yeah, okay. I figured you could. I was like, there's no reason you couldn't do it in its own mod. Perfect. So, I'm assuming that made Invar, but it's nice because that really almost matches the floor. You wouldn't even know if that's a crafter if you didn't know it was a crafter. So now it can make Invar. So, hypothetically, it should know everything it needs to know to make a kit. So if I take all the Invar out of here, oops, and tell it I want a kit, this one, start, and it should kick off this furnace. Oh, well, not yet. It'll put stuff in this chest, right? But I have to tell it I want nickel to go here and iron to go there. And now to pull out the nickel and iron and go into their respective slots. There it goes. It's a very slow servo. I might upgrade it, but it's fine for now. Doesn't need to be super quick, I don't think. Not this one. But there. Now it'll cook in there. And then in a second we should get a kit. Hooray! We did it! So now we have a hardened upgrade kit. So, put all this Invar back. I'll use some me holding on to it. So next we want to do this one. So this is the next reason we wanted to do this. This is saying fused quartz, which is fine. You can use fused quartz, but you can also use hardened glass from Thermal Foundations. As I think I said, either in this series or the server play, hardened glass used to just have one form. Oh yeah, you know what? It was this one because I built this because I wanted to make hardened glass. In this case, I have a ton of copper. So I think I'm just going to teach it copper. So, hardened signalling glass, hardened copper glass. Now the only problem with this is, I'm going to have to teach it how to pulverize obsidian. Okay, so I happen to have a decent amount of obsidian. But what I don't have set up is a pulverizer. So I'm going to have to get a pulverizer. You can sag mill, pulverize. Should all ore dictionary anyway, but counters. So while we're here, let's just teach this how to make a pulverizer. Actually, I'm probably not going to teach you how to make pulverizers. I will teach you how to make machine frames. and tin gears, because I do want it to know how to make redstone furnaces, because that's what I'm going to be using, so I don't want to craft like a bunch of redstone furnaces. So much easier. Copper gears. So this is what took me so long in the server play. Like, this is why I was so long between episodes, or between cuts in the server play, because like there's just a lot entailed in this. So this is, as I said, probably going to be at least 2 of these episodes, if not more. So now I should be able to get a machine casing. And I should be able to make a pulverizer. Or not. I could have swore that I just taught it how to make the coils. I know I taught you how to make copper gears. But I don't see the redstone reception coils, which is interesting. Do you know how to make pistons, right? Nope. Piston. Gonna have to get more patterns. And more crafters. So yeah, I have a little bit of stuff I want to do between episodes. We'll come back next time. Well, let me finish this pulverizer, I guess, since I've already finished or started the process. Pulverizer. I'm gonna do redstone reception coil and a piston. Piston. Pulverizer. So the plan is, we're gonna come back next time. I'll do the pulverizer, teach it how to make crushed obsidian. Okay. And then I'll teach you how to make hardened glass, and we should be able to do most of the kits. The thing is, like, if we go back to the kits, so we know how to do that one. So then this one requires electrum, which again we can use that induction smelter for. That is not the best way. Silver and gold. Okay. There we go. And get 2 for 2. Well, 1 of each for 2 of that, which makes sense. And then it'll know how to make the hardened glass. Then we're gonna have to make signalum, and signalum requires cryothium, which requires blizz powder and snowballs. Blizz powder, besides killing blizzes, snowball, and redstone. So we're gonna have to set up a automated snowball thing. I tried a snowman in the server play. It didn't work. So I'm probably going to do the glacial precipitator again, just because it's quick and easy. So I'll probably set that up between episodes, because there's no reason to watch me do that, because it's really simple. Just add water to glacial precipitator, set to snowballs, the end. So I'm not going to do that on camera. I'll craft the glacial precipitator off camera and place it, hook it up to the system using the same kind of method as I did down here with this, just storage, external storages. So, oops, that is not what I meant to do. So, I will be back next episode. Until then, I will see you guys next time.